This is a short introduction to pixellab, a very short one. I'll be brief. Now, first of all, do not worry about the color of my pixellab. I'm using a modded version, so the one you get from Play Store is actually going to be blue in color. Mine, I'm using the pixellab YD. We have different kind of pixellabs. I'm using the pixellab YD. Some people are using pixellab ultra dark and the rest of them, but the normal most common one in the Play Store is the normal pixellab, which is blue, and you can get it anywhere, and it can do exactly what I can do in this particular version of pixellab, just that this one has more characteristics and more stuffs in it. So in case you want to get mine, you can DM me on WhatsApp 09021353658, and it's not for free, just in case you're coming. Now, if you have done some previous projects or you just downloaded your pixellab for newly, you won't be seeing this new my project. So my projects are my works that I've done since. In case I have to go back to it and make corrections depending on my clients or anything, I have to come back here and work on it. Now I'm going to teach you how to save your projects whenever you're working on something, but that's not the main thing. The main thing is for me to give you a brief lookout on pixellab and how it looks like. Now, first of all, you might not be seeing this, but you'll be seeing some kind of sizes or backgrounds in your pixellab. But mine is giving me some sizes: 1x2 fly if I want to do it, 3x2, 3x4, 9x16, A4 size, Google 4x3, and the rest of them. And then this icon on the top of here, this is for you to add your text, your dates, your stickers, shapes, or import pictures from gallery or draw. This is for you to save your work as a project. Now let me save this work as a project, even though I've not done anything yet, but let's just save it as project. I'm going to write tutorial. Okay, and then I'm going to click on my project, and then boom, this is it. It's open. I'm in it. Now you watch and see that everything I do here, if I add a text, I'm going to be able to save my changes. It is also going to be in the same project. I can leave my pixellab and come back to it and work on it. And auto save of your last session is available. Do you want to recover it? Okay, sorry, this was the last previous thing that I did. I created the first tutorial and unfortunately the sound wasn't on, so I had to re-record. This is actually the second time I'm doing this. So this is it. I went back to that project and I have this. This is to share your work to Facebook, Twitter, Google, or to save it to your gallery. You click on it to work on your size, or you select the size that you have here. Meanwhile, if you want to save your work or your project, if it's not going to be printed, you can save as ultra. Do not save your work as default or custom. It's not as default or low or medium or high. It's not going to make any sense. But if it's going to be printed, this is a hack. This is 3,000 width. You have to multiply it by 3 or 4. 3,000 divided by 3 is 9,000. Then you can just edit it 9,000 and then times it by 3 and put it here, just to make the work to be very, very clearer and not blow when it is about to be printed. This is for you to get your quotes. You can get quotes on friendship, quotes on inspiration, quotes on absurd, and the different kind of them. You can also put this in French or English quotes. This 3 dots here is for you to use image from your gallery as a background. Mind you, be careful. Then I am going to undo this. Sorry. Oh my god. I'm going back to my project because I did not save these changes. And when you do a change on the background, it's not going to reflect in your project. It's going to be like a whole new project altogether. Full screen for me to see my work. Full screen. Image size for me to work on the size of it. Custom YouTube thumbnail if you want. And then okay, we don't necessarily need this. Come to this place. This is for you to write your text. Edit. I'm going to write my name. As you can see. Let me delete this one. I'm going to use this alignment relative position to align my work at the center. I can push it to the left end or the right end or the right down or left. Sorry, whatever. I can use it to move relatively. If I want to move it small, I can use this position, this one, move it small. But let me centralize my work, and then let me copy and show you people something. I'm going to color this pink or red. And I'm going to bring it on top of this, and I am going to show you what this is for. To put this work to front, I'm going to click to front, and to take it to the back, click to back. Can you see what happened there? And then I'm going to bring it to the front again, click to front. And then now this layer button here is for me to lock my work or close it or delete it, undo. If I close it, you won't be able to see what I'm doing, or I'm going to, when I lock it, I will not be able to move it around. See, this work now. Okay, they are unlocked. They are both unlocked. I can move it anyhow, but I'm going to lock it, and I cannot move it anyhow. I can only move this one. But if I lock it too, then both of them cannot be moving. This is what it can. It helps you in your work when you are designing and you don't want to scatter your work with your hands and the rest of them. And some of you might be like, how are flyers designed with this app? Like, is it this thing that she's doing here? Don't worry. Just follow my tutorials from today henceforth. I'm going to lock this one. Let's work with this. I'm going to change the color to black. I'm going to move it so we can be seeing the one on the back. Okay. The size is for you to increase the size of it or reduce it. The padding is to give it some space by the left side like this, or the right side. Some fonts that you use will cut off and leave the space, so use this left padding and the right padding to show it. Texture, if you want to apply an image, if you want to inscribe an image inside your work, you use this. As you can see, the scale, I'm going to remove it. Opacity, visible, less visible, more visible. You can use this to rotate this. You can use this to mask. I'm going to undo it. We don't need it for now. And then your fonts. I already have a video on how to import font into your pixellab. So just in case you want to learn how to import fonts, you look for the video on my YouTube channel, how to import fonts into your pixellab. These are the fonts that are imported. They are external fonts. But when you come here, fonts in your pixellab, you already have some fonts there. These are the fonts that come with the pixellab. These are internal fonts. And then the recent fonts I've been using are the Maple Banana. Forgive me for singing. Let's just make the video a little bit lively. As you can see, this is to bolden it, make it italic, underline it, or remove the effects. Sorry. Okay, let's leave it like this. I'm going to curve my works. I'm trying to rush this video. This is add a background to my text. I can make it red or make it white. And I can increase the padding, left to right, up or down, and the radius also. If I wrote a sentence, I can use this to center align, left align, or right align my sentence. This is for the spacing in between the letters. If it was two words, I also use it to move the spacing between the words. But it can't move now, so the letters. This is to stroke my writing. Sorry. Yeah. To stroking my work, as you can see. This line here, imagine I wrote to, let me write it. I'm trying to rush the video, but pardon me. Line spacing. This is to work on the line, increase or reduce the line between two sentences that are not in the same line, as you can see obviously. And then the stroke, the shadow is to add a little bit of shadow to the background. Inner shadow on the inside. Emboss. Let me show you what this perspective is used for. I can use this to move my text anyhow, to manipulate it anyhow, to change the perspective anyhow. Can you see what I just did? I'm undoing it so you can explore it on your own terms. 3D rotates, awesome, cool. I don't normally use this. 3D text, I don't normally use it. 3D shadow to add a shadow. Reflection to reflect the same text that you wrote, as you can see. And then this particular icon here, the third one, is for you to import external features. When you click on your pixellab, you might not have the same stickers as mine. These are like, a splash effect that you can use in your design. And the rest of them, imports. This is to import external pictures or PNGs that you'd be using, as you can see. Yeah. And then this is to draw. Select your color. You can increase the pen size, the smoothness, the blurriness. I use this to blend images, as you can see. So we're going to be undoing this. Then I'm going to click on shape. If I want to import different kind of shape or circle, as you can see, you can also color it. Decide to work on it too. Now we are still at the third icon, and because this shape is highlighted, we now have these options here. But once I tap out on my screen, we are back to the original icons here. Then this is for the background. I can change the background color, or I can select a gradient here. But let's use this color. I'm just showing people something first. Image size, the background size. You can make it transparent if you want to save as if you want to save a work without a background or a PNG. You can make it transparent. Image from gallery, to select pictures to work as your background. And then this last one is for saturation of the background, hue of the background, brightness of the background, and the rest of them. So this is for the background, external features, text, and your project and your default font screen. So I think this is all for it now. Follow my next tutorials and videos to master pixellab and become a graphic designer, a pro at that. See ya.